What is going on, everybody? We're going to get into the tier list in just a second, but I wanted to clear something up before we get into the tier list. I don't think it was very clear about my criteria for why I was ranking the characters where they were on the tier list, so I wanted to clear that up before you watch the video. I am ranking these characters based on how compelling I find their stories to be. So that is going to be why certain characters are placed where they are. Now, I was only able to get through half of the tier list yesterday. I got through A through M live on my stream. Next week, we'll pick up with N through Z. So be sure to tune into that if you want to see it live. If not, no worries. It'll be on YouTube the next day. I hope you all enjoy this tier list, and I will see you all next time. All right, everybody, we are back with another tier list Tuesday. This week, we're going to go through the characters of One Piece. After going through the arcs, it just felt right to do the characters next. I also had a request for my channel to do the characters next, so that's what we're going to do. Now, before we get into this, we're going to go in alphabetical order and go through all the characters, I believe, through Wano. So, Egghead, you should be good. I don't see anyone that's just in Egghead. Oh, just kidding. So, it's through part of Egghead, but you should be fine. There's nothing after Egghead, so we should be all good on that. Now, as you can see, this list is rather long. It's over 350 characters. So we're going to go through this pretty quickly. Now, due to the nature of One Piece, with it being so damn long, which I'm not complaining about. I love the length. Everything's cool. But there may be some characters that I don't necessarily remember. And if I don't remember them, I'll try to do a quick Google if I recognize them. Be like, oh, right. I guess I have their names. So I can Google the names if it's someone I believe I should remember. But I got to be honest. If I don't remember them, they're going to get left down here. Okay? So, with that out of the way, let's start the tier list. Like I said, we're going to go alphabetical order. If you disagree with my tier list, totally fine. Comment down below and let me know why your favorite character should be in the S tier or whatever. All right, Absalom. This is one of Gecko Moria's goons. He turns invisible and like spies on Nami in the shower. I like Thriller Bark, but I gotta say, Absalom don't do it for me. He's gonna go in the C tier. Okay, this is gonna be a controversial one. Portcullis D. Ace, Luffy's brother, not brother, son of Gold Roger. Incredibly pivotal to the story, of course. When also, before I get into this, spoilers for One Piece through Wano. Just so you know, I will be spoiling some of the events through Wano. All right, so when Akainu, who's next, kills Ace, this changes the entire show. I like Ace, but I got to be honest, we've seen Ace get his ass kicked a lot. So I can't put him in the S tier. Now, the only reason I say that is because we haven't seen him really win very often, from what I can remember. I mean, we see some cool stuff, but he gets beat by Blackbeard. The death to Akainu, he loses, I guess, technically, but he did that to save Luffy, so I'm going to give him a pass on that. But Ace, going in the A tier. Akainu. Now, I hate this man because of what he did to Ace, our beloved prince. But Akainu is an S tier character. And let me tell you why. Akainu makes One Piece, it takes it from a show where people are getting punched to Mars. Like, you'll see Luffy punch somebody in the East Blue and they'll just fly off into the sunset. And you'll see him again in 200 episodes. Akainu is the first character, I think, that we see kill someone on screen. On screen, we see him kill Ace. He turns One Piece up to 11, and for that reason, he's getting the S tier. Again, I hate him, don't like him, but he's getting the S tier. All right. This is one of the guys from Fishman Island. I cannot, for the life of me, though, remember. Oh, this is one of the guys from Fishman Island. He becomes a doctor. Okay, I vaguely remember him. I'm going to put him above Absalom, but he wasn't all that memorable. All right, Alvida. First, Alvida is the first enemy we really meet. She's in the first episode with Luffy. She doesn't look like this, but she's in the first episode. I like Alvida okay, but I mean, she's going. I'll put her in the C tier as well. Above the rest, but I'll put her in the C tier. All right, Scratch Apu. Now this guy, I don't like him. I really don't. Like, he's pretty strong. I'll give him that, but I don't know. He's going in B tier for me. Okay, Arlong. Arlong for me is an easy S. He's going below Akainu because I don't think he's as important to the overall story. But Arlong, when they encounter Arlong at Arlong Park, bro, he is something else. That fight that he and Luffy have is still one of my favorites. I can't wait to see it reanimated. Not reanimated, but when they, what are they calling it? Remaster? Whatever they're doing with the new animation, I think it's going to look cool. Ashura Dojo, easy A tier. He's one of the members of the samurai. Why am I blanking on their name? Anyway, he's one of the members of the samurai, the Kozuki clan in Wano. Very cool part of the arc. Liked him a lot. Okay, Atlas. Atlas is new. She is part of Vegapunk, one of his splits. It's not personalities. It's just like one of the Vegapunks. Atlas is one of the Vegapunks. Very big, like literally big. And I like Atlas a lot, and I'm going to put her above... I'm going to put her above Apu in the B tier. All right. Alvaro Pizarro. I don't remember this guy. Let's see what's going on. Alvaro. Let's see if this will jog my memory. He's from Impel Down. This is also a manga list, so he might only be in the manga. I don't remember him from the anime, so I'm going to leave him. Baby 5. Okay, I like Baby 5 because I think her power is pretty cool. So Baby 5 can turn her arms and legs into weapons, and I think that's dope. So she's not in it a ton, but pretty cool. I like Baby 5's power, and yeah. So I'm going to give Baby 5... I'm going to put her in between Atlas and Scratch Apu. All right, Baron Tamago. This guy is with Big Mom. He's got the egg and the little teacup on his head. I don't like this guy. Like he's fine, but I don't know. Not super memorable to me. He shows up a couple times, but I'll put him top of the C tier, I guess. All right, Barto. We meet Barto in Dressrosa, obviously in the Coliseum. He is, just a complete antagonist. He has a pretty cool devil fruit with the shield type thing. Also, I just love that he is obsessed with Luffy. I think that's so funny. So I'm going to put Barto in the A tier. I like Barto quite a bit. Okay, Baskerville. I don't remember this guy, so let's look him up. See if this will jog my memory. I remember the three-headed guy. I just don't remember where we see him. We see him in Innings Lobby. Okay, I remember this three-headed fella. Or fellers, I should say. Baskerville's fine. I'll put him above Absalom just because I really don't like Absalom. And I guess above Aladdin because I don't really remember him. All right, Bastille. Now, I believe he's in Dressrosa as well. He looks like Jack, which always confuses me, but I believe he is in Dressrosa as well. He's an admiral, excuse me. Yes, okay. That's jogging my memory. I like him, fine. He's better than Apu, but not as good as Baby 5. Bellamy. Okay, Bellamy we first see right before Skypiea and Jaya. Luffy and him getting the fight, or Luffy, Zoro and him getting the fight in the bar. But they won't fight back. Luffy then shows up, kicks his ass again in Dressrosa. I like Bellamy. I'm going to put him top of the B tier just because I think he's a real tragic character because he wants so badly to be important to the Don Quixote pirates, or to Doflamingo, excuse me, but he just never gets there. He never gets there, and learning that he is never going to get there with Doflamingo is pretty sad to see. Okay, Bellemere. Bellemere, easy A tier. This is Nami and Nojiko's adopted mother, and just very tragic story. Of course, we told it, last time, just a refresher. Arlong shows up, requests a essentially person tax on everyone. Bellemere can't pay it, but she refuses to hide her children, so she pays for Nami and Nojiko, and then Arlong kills her, leading to all the stuff with Arlong. All right. Bello Betty. Okay, she's in the Revolutionary Army. That's what I thought. We haven't seen a ton from her yet. I don't think. No, we have. We saw it in a flashback. Still not a ton, but a decent amount. I'll put her below Baby 5. Better than Bastille, not as good as Baby 5. Okay, Beckman. Beckman is part of the red-haired pirates, and I'm incredibly interested in what Beckman's got going on. I like some of the stuff we've gotten with him and Luffy in the past, but I'm going to have to put him at the top of the B tier. I think he has potential to go higher, but right now, B tier. Okay, Beppo. Beppo is part of Trafalgar's crew. I like Beppo. I'm going to put him bottom of the A tier. Yeah, that feels right below. All right, Big Mom. Big Mom. Okay, Big Mom gets on my nerves. All right. I don't like the whole part in Whole Cake when she's just like going on a rampage because she's hungry. I get it. It's kind of funny for a little bit, but, you know, it gets on my nerves. Power-wise, though, Big Mom, bro, incredible. So I'm going to have to put Big Mom above Arlong, but below Akainu. For now. Well, not for now, but that's where they are. All right, Black Maria. Black Maria is in Wano, not Nami. Robin fights Black Maria. This is one of my favorite fight scenes. First of all, it's a Robin fight, which we rarely get. Solo Robin fight. Black Maria, very strong as well. I'm gonna put her. I'll put her. No, that feels too high. I will put her behind Baby 5. That feels. All right, Blackbeard. Blackbeard is. I don't know if I would say he's our main antagonist. I think he's going to end up being the main antagonist, obviously, just from what we've seen. Incredibly strong, but he's. This is my thing with Blackbeard. He beat Ace straight up, which is fine. But he's always showing up and stealing shit at the end of the fight. Like, he shows up after Whitebeard's already been shot through the chest with a cannonball and steals his devil fruit. So, I mean, I think you got to put him in the S tier, but I'm not willing to put him above Arlong right now. Power-wise, definitely stronger than Arlong. I'm not saying he's not, but I just don't like him as much. All right, Blue Gilly. I remember this guy, but I think he's in Dressrosa. He's got the big long legs. Oh, yeah. Okay, I like this guy quite a bit. He's got like 2 knees, I think, and he's cool. I don't think he's terribly memorable, but he's fine. I'd put him above Bastille, but below Betty. Blueno. All right, Blueno is cool only because, well, I like Blueno, but the most interesting thing about Blueno is that Luffy learns Gear 2 fighting him. So for that reason, I'm going to put him above Apu, but not crazy. All right, Boa Hancock. Boa is one of the most interesting characters to me because obviously we get her past that she was a slave and has the slave mark, and the fact that she, was a slave to the Celestial Dragon. She has a really cool devil fruit that I think is funny that she is able to overpower just horny guys essentially, and women, to be fair. But yeah, I like Boa. I also like the fact that she's obsessed with Luffy. I think that's so funny. So I'm gonna put her there in the A tier. I could go S though. I like Boa a lot. I'm gonna put her S. All right, Bon Clay. This is the easiest S tier I could ever get. Bon Clay is introduced, and even when he's introduced, you're like, oh, I wish this Swan guy, like, what's his deal? He then saves the Straw Hats in Alabasta. He then saves Luffy's ass in Impelled Down by taking him to Ivankov, and then is able to use his devil fruit to turn into Magellan to let them all out of Impelled Down to get to Marineford. Easy S tier. I think he's above Akainu for me. And I should be clear, What I'm ranking this off of is just like how much I like the characters and how strong I think they are a little bit, but it's really more just my enjoyment of the characters. If that makes sense. All right, Jewelry Bonnie. Now, this is a little bit of egghead, so take that for what you will. I'm going to put Bonnie above Beppo right now. I think Bonnie has the potential, and I'm liking what we're getting from Bonnie right now. I think she has the potential to go higher, but right now I only feel comfortable putting her in the A tier. All right, Bodil. Boodle. I don't remember the guy. No, I do. He's the mayor. Yeah, he's the mayor of Orangetown. Okay. So he's the mayor of Orangetown. We see him pretty early. He's fine. I mean, he's kind of funny. I'd put him probably. I put him above Apu, but that's as far as I'm willing to go. All right, Broggy. One of the giants from Jaya? Oh, that doesn't sound right. It's not Jaya. It's where they go right before Alabasta. No, it's before Drum Kingdom. What is that called? He's obviously a giant, so he's from Elbath. Elbath, I should say. Yeah, I like Broggy. I'd probably put him above Atlas, but not quite to Bellamy. All right, Brooke. Brooke is one of the Straw Hats, of course. He is the musician. I like Brooke quite a bit. I'm going to put him in the A tier at the bottom. I get it. Some people get annoyed with Brooke, or he's just making the jokes about the fact that he's a skeleton. But I enjoy Brooke because I also think he's a really tragic character because we see him. His devil fruit power is that he got to come back to life after he died. But we get Binks sake from him, not from him, but it kind of is introduced in the show through him. We also get the incredibly sad story that he and all his crew, who were musician pirates, they all just started singing that song as they dropped dead, and he was the last one playing. And that's just, I don't know, it's just incredible stuff. All right, Brulee. Brulee gets on my nerves. Not gonna lie to you. Now, I don't. She's in Whole Cake, and she's pretty strong, but I don't know. I would put her above Apu. Buffalo is with Baby 5. Yes, he's with Baby 5. He turns into like a airplane kind of. He's fine. I'd put him just below Apu. All right, Buggy. Buggy to me is gonna go bottom of the A tier. I get it. Some people don't like Buggy. I don't love Buggy myself, but he is important and he is a nice through line through the entire show. He's got one of my favorite lines in the show when he's talking about the muggy ball and he's about to shoot it at Mihawk, and then Mihawk just knocks it back to him. I think it's super funny. All right, Burgess is part of Blackbeard's crew. He's fine. I mean, I think we're gonna learn more about him later, but yeah, he's fine. I'd put him. And this is not purely power. This is just like my own vibes from them. I'd put him above Blue Gilly, I think. All right, Kabaji, this is part of Kuro's crew. I don't know, man. Kabaji, like, no, he's not. He's part of Buggy's crew. Sorry, he's not one of the Meow Band brothers. Kabaji is part of Buggy's crew. He's fine. I don't know. I don't have any strong feelings, but I like him better than Brulee. I'll tell you that. But all right, Caesar Clown. Now Caesar's interesting because Caesar's with us for a while. We forget, but he's with us for a good long while. I get his laugh is annoying, fine, but I kind of like Caesar, but I can't, in good conscience, put him higher than the B tier. I'm going to put him in between Broggy and Atlas. Camie, she's the mermaid, or one of the mermaids from Fishman Island. I like Camie, but again, it's just like kind of middling in my opinion. I'd put her above Baby 5, below Atlas. All right, Capone Beji. I like him okay, but I don't know. I'm a little indifferent about Beji. He has a cool devil fruit where his whole body turns into like a fort. For that reason alone, I would put him. Can't go that high. I put him above. I think he's better than Bastille. I think he's better than Blue Gilly. I think he's better than Burgess. I think he's better than Betty. I don't think he's cooler than Black Maria. I don't. The vibes I'm getting aren't better than Black Maria. So, all right, Caribou. This is the dude from Fishman Island. I don't get it. Like, did we see him again? Like he sneaks onto the ship, I know, but I don't really remember what happens to him, and he kind of just got on my nerves the whole time. So I want to put him there. All right, Carmel is Big Mom's fake mom. She sells them all to the Marines, and so I don't know. I'd put her. No, she is like I like her heel turn. It was kind of unexpected, but I think she's better than Beji, not as good as Black Maria. Carrot, easy A tier. I'm gonna put Carrot. I'm gonna put Carrot here. And you know what? I've thought about it some more, and I got to put Ace in the S tier. He's going to the bottom, but I got to put him in the S tier. Just how important he is. Carrot should have joined the crew, in my opinion, after Wano. Yes, Wano. We get her supine form, I think is what they call it, where they go crazy. I like him a lot. Cat Viper, top of the A tier. Nothing less to say. Cat Viper's a badass. Like him a lot. Katarina, excuse me. Also part of Blackbeard's crew. Haven't seen a ton from him. I'm gonna put him there. Cavendish. All right, Cavendish gets on my nerves when he's all in his pretty boy BS, doing whatever. When he goes to sleep though, and gets his super sword power, that is crazy. And I like Cavendish overall. I like him better than Caesar. And now that I'm looking at this, no, I'm going to keep Caesar there. No, I'm going to put him behind Caesar. All right, Charlos is one of the Celestial Dragons. I believe this is the one Luffy punches in the face. I hate the Celestial Dragons. The difference, though, between the Celestial Dragons and, say, Akainu is Akainu deserves his place as a admiral. Like, yeah, I don't like him. Yeah, I can't wait to watch him get his ass kicked, but he deserves his place there. The heavy lifting, not even heavy lifting, just what the show has done to show us with the Celestial Dragons being the ruling class and they do nothing but like just own slaves and just beat the shit out of them and kill them whenever they want. Yeah, no thanks. All right, Chiss. This guy is part of Wapple's crew. He's fine. Like, I think he's better than he's not as good as Alvida, but he's fine. Chiffon. I like Chiffon about as much as I like Beji. So I'm going to put her above Beji. That's all I got. Chimney. Chimney looks familiar, but I cannot remember where we see Chimney. Oh, no. She's from Water 7. I like Chimney a lot, actually. I'd put her above Broggy. No, I'd put her above Bellamy. Right behind Beckman. Xin Zhao. Is this the guy with the big head? The cone head? Yeah. All right, so this guy he's got like this super headbutt, and he's in Dressrosa in the Coliseum. He's fine. I'd put him about where Blue Gilly is. I think he's cooler than Blue Gilly. But, I mean, he's fine. My man, Chopper. I love Chopper to death. He is one of my favorite Straw Hats. His arc on Drum Island, when you find out his backstory, just makes me just bawl like a little baby every time. But I can't put him in the S tier. Actually, yes, I can. Below Ace, but he's going to S tier. Again, this is my vibes. My vibes on the characters, how much I like them, where I think they should be. Sindri. She's on Punk Hazard, Thriller Bark, but I don't. Is this the one? Yes. Okay. She's the famous actress who fell off the stage, and she's been reanimated by the Doctor on Thriller Bark. I think she's in the no. Her story is tragic because she is like she doesn't want to be there, but I don't. I'll put her above Brulee. All right, Clap. I don't remember this guy. Oh, he's new. Okay, so this is Kuma's dad. Um, I don't want to spoil anything, but from what I've seen from about Kuma's dad, I like very tragic stuff. We haven't seen enough for me to put him any higher than the Beecher, though. All right, Clover. This is the main archaeologist from. Why am I blinking? Where's Robin from? I can't remember. Ohara. He's the main archaeologist from Ohara. I like him a lot. He's going in the A tier. Well, I'm gonna put him below Beckman. I'm also gonna move Clap down. Yeah, Clap feels right there. Again, I just haven't seen enough from him yet. I think he has potential to go higher, but I don't know. Cobra. All right, I like Cobra a lot. I'm gonna put him above Buggy. Cobra's the king of Alabasta. We obviously see what happens. He's trying to be a good, benevolent ruler. Taken over by Crocodile. But overall, I like him. Obviously, we got some new updates with Cobra, which I won't spoil because maybe you haven't seen it yet, but got some updates. All right, Conus. Conus from Skypiea. I like Conus, but I put her right. No, below Baby 5. I like Conus better than Chiffon and Beji, so I'm going to put her there. Cracker. Ooh, tough word. Cracker is one of Big Mom's kids. The fight that he has with the Straw Hats on Whole Cake is pretty good. His power is like fine. I would honestly put him. I put him right below Bellamy. Cricket. Is this Mont Blanc Cricket? Yeah. All right. This Mont Blanc Cricket is on Jaya. Yeah, Jaya. I like his story where he's like trying to prove his family's innocence and, just refusing to give up on that. I'm going to put Cricket, though, below Black Maria. Crocus. Why don't I remember who Crocus is? I know who Crocus is. I just can't place him. Oh, yeah. Okay. Crocus was the doctor for the Roger Pirates. He's also the one who's taking care of Laboon. He's not there for terribly long, but he's taking care of Laboon, doing his thing. I'd put him above Clover. I like him quite a bit. The Don. All right, the Don is the caretaker for Luffy and Ace when they're kids. I love the stuff we get with them, or like with the Don, Luffy, and Ace when they're kids, and the fact that when Garp comes back to the village and just has to he goes to the Don to get punished basically for not saving Ace, and I thought that was really well done. All right, Daifuku. This is one of Big Mom generals, or he might be from Dressrosa. I cannot remember. Yes, he is part of Big Mom's crew. Uh, fine. I remember him having like some decent fight scenes and power, so I'd put him. I think he's better than Cracker. Dalton. I like Dalton a lot. He is the new leader of the Cherry Blossom Kingdom. Is that what they call it? Yeah. Got a cool devil fruit. Did the right thing in Drum Island, so I'll put him right below Carrot. That feels too high. Feels too high. Gotta be honest. Is he better than Beckman? Yeah. No. I don't think he's better than Beckman at this point. All right, Mr. One, Daz Bones. I like him. I think his Devil Fruit's super cool. He can turn anything into a sword. His fight with Zoro's awesome. Zoro finally learns how to cut steel by fighting him. I would put him above the Don, below Carrot. Dellinger. Dellinger's in Dressrosa. He's fine. Like, I don't know. I would just put him honestly bottom of B tier. He's fine. Denjiro, obviously one of the Ashura Dojo. No, Ashura Dojo is one of the characters. The Kozuki clan. I'm gonna put him right here with the rest of the Kozuki clan. Just balling out. Diamante. Okay, I like Diamante a lot. Diamante in his fight, he's not gonna go bottom of the A tier. I'm gonna move him up. But Diamante's fight with, why am I blinking on his name? Rebecca's dad. I can't remember his name right now. We'll see him later. Diamante's fight's really cool. I'd put him just below the Kozuki clan. Okay, Doc Q. I don't remember this guy. Oh, this is the guy with the apples. Yes, okay, and he's part of Blackbeard's crew. I feel about the same with him as I do with the rest of Blackbeard's crew. Cool, but I think I'd put him at the top of Blackbeard's crew just because we get that moment with the apples and Luffy blowing up. I think that's funny. All right, Doflamingo. I mean, let's be honest, bro. I think he's below Big Mom. Doflamingo, one of the most sinister characters in the show, takes over the entirety of Dressrosa and just runs a muck. Dogstorm, right here, just below Cat Viper, but still great. Domino. I don't remember Domino off the top of my head. Okay, she's the jailer under Magellan. I don't remember her, to be honest, so I'll just put her top of C tier. Don Krieg. I like Don Krieg, but I don't like him as much as Buggy. Now, Don Krieg undoubtedly more powerful than Buggy, but you know he's important because we get to see what the Grand Line is like. But yeah, I don't know. Dory is gonna go exactly where Broggy is. Where is Broggy? Am I having a stroke? Where is Broggy? There he is. He'll put him above Caesar. Here, look. Bottom of the A tier. I like Here Look. He's got a cool story, especially when he's trying to heal Drum Kingdom. That last line he gives where, you know, he's about to die and he just says, like, I've had a wonderful life is incredible for me. Love it, love it, love it. Dragon. I'll put Dragon right above Ace. I like Dragon, but again, I haven't got a ton from him. I need more. I need more from Dragon. Trophy, this is Miss Merry Christmas. She fights with Usopp and gets she has the sand fruit, that's crocodile. Also, is crocodile not on this list? That's crazy. How's Crocodile not on this list? Whatever. She's fine. I'd put her. Nah, she can't be that high. Da, 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 da. I don't know, put her right above Kabuji. All right, Duval. This is the dude who looks like Sanji's wanted poster because it's a bad picture and he's just like getting crazy, like flack from it. I put him top of C tier. Don't remember. All right, Edison. I like Edison a lot. He's gonna go right with Atlas, one of the new characters from Egghead. Isabello, yeah, Elizabello. I don't. This is the guy who like he has one punch that's really strong, and he just practices it the whole time. And Dressrosa, he's cool, but not that cool. I can't put him higher than the B tier. Probably put him right below Luna. All right, Enel. Enel is definitely A tier. I would probably put him right below the Don. Enel is crazy powerful. He's like got an interesting story. He is certainly going to come back, I would assume. Like, there's no way we've seen the last of him. So, fine. Kid. I'm going to put Kid. Nah, I don't want to break up the set. Kid, I liked a lot of what we got from him in Wano. Obviously, we got some new stuff with Kid. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil that because it's after Wano. But, yeah, Kid's cool. I like his power. I like it's one of the only like punk rock aesthetics I actually like. I mean, punk rock, the clothing is just not for me. If it is for you, great. But yeah, I think Kid's right there in the A tier. Fisher Tiger, A tier character, no doubt about it. I'd put him honestly. Put him just above Enel. Enel, Inaru, whatever you want to say. Fisher Tiger, leader of the one of the Fishman Island pirates. Cool guy. I like him a lot. Flampe, I guarantee she's from Dressrosa. I just cannot remember her off the top of my head. Oh, sorry, no. She is part of Big Mom's crew. She follows Katakuri around. And I remember liking her. But I can't remember too much about her. So, in good conscience, I'll put her right below Betty. Foxy, my man Foxy. Okay, I like Foxy a lot. He's a meme villain, yes, but I don't know. I like Foxy. I think it's funny when he shows up, but I can't put him higher than the B tier. Like I like him, but I can't put him higher than the B tier, man. Where would I put him? Right around Clap feels good. Franky. I like Franky. I want to put Franky at the top of the B tier. I wish Franky was higher. I wish they were giving us more, but I don't know. Franky's cool. Like that. That's all I got to say about it. Fujitora. I think Fujitora is in the S tier. The stuff we've seen from this guy is incredible. I'd put him just below Hancock, above Dragon. Fukaboshi. Okay, he's one of the princes from. Why am I blanking? Fishman Island. Yeah, I like him. I like him, but do I like him more than the B tier? No, I don't. I would put him honestly above Carmel, not above Cricket. Fukuro, this is the. She's one of the agents of CP9. Fine. She's got the zipper for the mouth. That's kind of cool. I'd put her above Flampe, below Betty. All right, full body. This is the guy that Sanji kicks out of the Baratier. He's cool, but he's not that cool. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'd honestly put him down here with Alvida. He's about the same for me. Gamon, not there for very long. Cool character. He's stuck in the chest because he went to stuck in the chest. Yeah, I like him, but I'd put him top of C tier to be honest. Galdino, Mr. 3. Mr. 3 is a B tier character for me. But where would I put him? He's better than Fukaboshi, so I would definitely put him here. Is he better than Cricket? Do I like him better than Cricket? Or do I think he should be higher than Cricket? No. Gonfor, this is the old king. I like him a lot. I think he's very cool. The Sky Knight, all that stuff, flies in, saves the crew's ass on multiple occasions, but I don't think he's better than Here Look, so I'm putting him in the A tier. Garling. Why don't I remember Garling? What's up with Garling? One of the 5 elders, but I honestly don't remember him, so I'm going to leave him off. Garp, S tier. S tier, S tier, S tier. I think he's better than Blackbeard. I think he's better than Arlong. I think he's better than Doflamingo. I think he's better than Big Mom and Akainu. Bon Clay, top of the S tier. There you go, Garp. Good for you. Gecko Moria. I like Thriller Bark as an arc, but I gotta be honest, Gecko Moria is the weakest part of that arc. I don't like Gecko at all. I'm putting him top of the D tier. Hidatsu. This is one of the priests for Inaru. Kind of forgettable in my opinion. I'll put him top of the C tier. Ginzo, my man. He's not going in the D tier. No shot. He's done a lot for the village Nami comes from. I can put it. I think I put him in the A tier to be honest. Probably just above Gonfor, below Here Look. All right, Jin. This is part of Don Krieg's crew. Obviously, shows up. Sanji feeds him. He then comes back. We get a pretty cool fight from him. I think he's better than Gonfor. Gonfor, excuse me, not as good as Ginzo. Jenny's new. Just recently got some stuff with Jenny. I like what I'm seeing. But again, I'd put her about where Clap is because I can't, in good conscience, put it any higher. Gizmoda. I don't remember this guy. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Part of CP0. He's fine. Like, I think he's better than C. No, I'll put him right there with Cavendish. He's fine. Gladius. Is this is the guy Zoro fights, I think, in Dressrosa. No. What? It's not who I thought it was, I don't think. Um Gladius is fine, like better than Bastille, better than Blue Gilly, better than these goobers, better than Betty, below Conus. Going Mary, I mean, easy S tier. Easy S tier. Going Mary, first ship they get, very important. Just, I mean, nothing else needs to be said. Gold Roger, S tier, right below Garp. I mean, his story his importance cannot be understated. He's the king of the pirates. He's had the One Piece. He's what everyone's after. I mean, can't be understated. Gold Roger, easy S tier. But I like Garp better. I do like Garp better. This guy's also a CP0, CP9. He's part of the CP goons. I'm gonna put him right with above Gizmodo because I remember him a little better. Hachi. Okay, Hachi's in the A tier. I would honestly put Hachi above Kid. I like Hachi. I like the fact that he starts out as a villain in the Arlong Pirates. We have the conversation with him and Nami. He comes around, becomes a hero in Fishman Island. So I'm gonna put him in the A tier. Hack. Hack's also on Fishman Island. Don't remember a ton about Hack to be honest with you, but I think he looks cool. So I'm gonna put him above Fukaboshi. All right, I like this guy a lot. Hundruden, I think is how you say it. He is in the Coliseum. He's gonna go with the rest of the Giants. Like him a lot. Actually, no, I'm gonna put him higher. I'm gonna put him bottom of the A tier. I think he's got some cool stuff in Dressrosa. Fun times. Like him a lot. All right, Hamburg. I don't remember Hamburg. Oh, he's one of the Foxy Pirates. Okay, he's gonna go just below Foxy then. Where did I put Foxy? Yeah, we'll put him there. Nah, Foxy's crew kind of sucks, to be honest. No, I'm gonna have to drop this man lower. Not as bad as Absalom, but Hannibal. I don't remember this guy. He looks familiar, but I don't remember. Oh, Hannibal. Oh, he's in Impel Down. Okay, Impel Down, decent. I'd put him. Gotta be honest, I don't remember a ton about him. That's like a pretty important arc, so I'm just gonna put him there. Hawkins. Okay, Hawkins has a dope power with the straw dolls and all that stuff. I'm gonna put Hawkins in the A tier. I'm gonna put him behind Kid. Helmeppo. Okay, Helmeppo's cool. We get to see like his turn from complete heel and just absolute bootlicker at the start to I've been liking what I'm seeing from Helmeppo, but I can't put him higher than B tier. He's not better than Frankie. He's not better than Beckman. Not better than Dalton. Not better than Crocus. Eh, I think I'd put him above Crocus. Hercules, this is the man that Usopp trains with in the 2 years while he is gone. I like him. I think he's got some funny lines, but he's got to go in the B tier as well. I would put him just below Black Maria. Hibari, I've seen her. She's part of the Revolutionary Army, I believe. Maybe. No, she's in the Marines. Um, yeah, not. I gotta be honest. I don't remember her that well, so gonna have to go right there. Higuma, he gets his ass beat by Shanks. Causes Shanks to lose an arm because he's out on the ocean with Luffy. I mean, this man, just an all around wet wipe. Better than Moria, but about it. Is this the? This is from Wano, I believe. She does kind of manipulate Orochi into doing some crazy stuff in Wano. But again, she's pretty sinister. I'm going to put her in the B tier. I'm going to put her behind Caesar above the goobers from CP0. All right, Hina. Hina is a Marine captain. She might be a vice admiral now. I'm not sure. I like Hina. I think she's got some funny stuff. She's pretty strong as well. I would put Hina above Dalton. Hiyori, A tier. She's Momonosuke's sister. I think she's better than Haruden, better than Gone For, better than Jin, better than Ginzo, Look, Don Krieg, better than Buggy. I think that's as high as I'm willing to go with Hiyori. I like Hiyori a lot, but I think it's high as I'm. All right, Horty. Okay. Horty, if Horty was swapped with Arlong, so let's say we get Horty Park or something, and then Arlong is the big bad at Fishman Island. I think Horty would be better, but I don't love Horty. I get his motivations and all that stuff. It's pretty good, which is going to save him from the D tier, but he's going to go top of the C tier. That's it. Hogback, he's going with Moria. I think he's better than Moria, to be fair, but it's whatever. All right, homing. This is Doflamingo's dad. Doflamingo's dad is also going to go in the C tier, top of the C tier. No, I can't put him above Gaimon. He's got a interesting story where he is a celestial dragon, decides that he doesn't want to be a celestial dragon anymore, but he ends up getting his family killed because of it, because he comes down and becomes one of the common folk essentially. Yogoro, easy A tier. Historically, one of the strongest characters in Wano. Also, we get just all the stuff with him and Luffy in the prison. I'm gonna put him right behind Hiyori. Ayuso, I remember his name. Okay. Yeah, he's one of the Fishman pirates. I'd put him right below. I don't know. He's an octopus with all the swords. I think he's better than Dellinger. Better than Apu. Better than Brule. Yes, yes. Nah, I'm not gonna put him higher than that. Actually, I'm not even gonna put him above Blue now. Iceberg. I like Iceberg, man. Cool stuff with him in Water 7. He helps the crew out a lot. He is kind of getting duped by CP9, but who wasn't? So I'm not going to fault him for that too much. I think he's better than Jin, not as good as Genzo. Ichiji? Forget how you say that. One of Sanji's brothers. This is the oldest brother, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is the oldest brother because his name is Ichiji, which is 1 in Japanese. So he's the first brother. Cool character. Vinsmoke, obviously. Sparking Red. Sparking Red. I like him. I think he's A tier. Well, no, I think he's A tier. Not as good as Gone For, though, in my opinion. I don't like his vibes that much, but he is still pretty cool, pretty strong. Not good to Sanji, which sucks, but turned it around a little bit. I don't remember Idio. Oh, this is the guy. He's got the long arms, just with the long legs. So he's gonna go Blue Gilly. I think kicking's cooler than punching, so that's where we're at. Igaram. Igaram's gonna go in the B tier. I like the fact that we think he's dead, but he comes back. I think he's better than Bellamy, better than Chimney, better than Clover, better than Krogus, definitely better than Helmeppo. I'd put him right there. Ikaros Much. I don't remember this guy. Giant Squid Fishman. I want to put him just below Hody. Can't in good conscience. All right, this is a new character that we got introduced to in Egghead. I'm very interested to see what they're doing. I think she's a Akainu. This character, I don't want to go into it too much, but again, very interesting to me, and I'm Excited to see where it goes. All right. Inazuma. Great. I like her or him a lot, excuse me. Um, but I think it's just bottom of the A tier. Ivankov, my man. S tier, easy. But I think bottom of the S tier is a good spot. Izu, A tier, of course. I think with the rest of the crew, good spot. Jabra. Don't remember Jabra. Let's see what his deal is. Oh yeah, he's part of CP9. Yeah, he can go with the rest of the CP9 goons. Rest of the CP goons. Jack. I think Jack to me is below Beckman, above Hina. Django. Where'd I put Django's boy that he's hanging out with now? Full body. I like him better than full body, but I mean, still just Django. Jinbei. Jinbei's an A tier character to me. I would put Jinbei just above Hachi. Also, I'm going to move Frankie into the bottom of the A tier. It just feels right, you know? John. I don't remember our boy here, John. Oh, he's a member of the Rocks Pirates. That's pretty cool. Oh, he's on Thriller Bark. Okay. Yeah, he's reanimated. I'm gonna put him with Sindri, not Sindri, Syndra, Sindri. Yeah, cool character. Don't remember a ton about him. Johnny. This is one of Zoro's bounty hunter friends. Johnny's cool. I'd put him honestly. B tier, but above Helmeppo. That feels right. Joseph's going with the rest of the CP goons. I remember his face better, but not as good as his, so he's going there. Jozu. Let's see what I remember about our boy. Part of the Whitebeard Pirates? Yeah. Okay. Oh, Diamond Jozu. No, I like this guy a lot. For me, he's gonna go above Jack, below Beckman. All right, Jupiter. He's one of the not world nobles, five elders. Five elders are like they're kind of with Akainu in my opinion. Like terrible people, of course, but pretty compelling on their own. That's what I'm going to put that at the intro. This is how compelling I find the characters. That's a good way to rank this. Judge. I think Judge is one of the most compelling characters in the show. He's no. Judge is Sanji's dad, Vince Smoke Judge. He's turned his kids into like these super beings, but I mean, I think he's S tier. No, I don't. I think he's A tier above. No. I'd be willing to put him above Kid, below Hachi. Kaido is one of the most compelling characters in the show. I think he's a little more compelling than Big Mom. Maybe not as much as the Five Elders. Obviously, what he's been doing in Wano is terrible. But we see Kaido so early compared to when we get to Wano. Like, Kaido shows up. I don't remember when, but it's hundreds and hundreds of episodes before Wano. And I just think his story is compelling. Like he was maybe the strongest being. Man, I don't know. That might be a stretch, but he was one of the four emperors at the time. And yeah, Kaido to me is an S tier character. Kaku, he's gonna go in the A tier, but put him above Buggy for sure. But I can't put him above Hyoguro. Excuse me. I think he's compelling because he's with CP0 or CP9 and then CP0, but I mean, let's be honest, he's no Rob Lucci. He's not supposed to be fair. I think I remember Kagura. I've heard his name for sure. This is on Skype. Yes. Right. He befriended Mont Blanc Cricket. I think his story is pretty compelling. I would put him in the A tier. Yeah, probably just the bottom though. Pretty compelling. He befriends Cricket, not young Cricket, but old Cricket. And yeah, I think his story's compelling. I'm putting him in the A tier. Khalifa. Okay, she's gonna go with where did I put Kaku? Yeah, no, they're not gonna be together. But I mean, Khalifa's cool. She's got a cool devil fruit, but I don't find her more compelling than Buggy. Conjuro, as far as compelling goes, he is. Again, I hate him for what he did. I hate him, but he is incredibly compelling. Like incredibly compelling. I'm gonna move Jinbei to the top of the A tier. But honestly, as far as compelling goes, I would put him above Cat Viper and the rest of the samurai. It sucks that he betrays him, but the long con that he has is incredible. And so I'm going to put him in the A tier for how compelling. Okay. Karasu, I remember him, but I can't remember exactly what happened. Oh, yeah. He's in the Revolutionary Army. I like him. I need to see more. I'm going to put him with Betty. Where's Betty? Yeah, I'm gonna put him with Betty. I think he's a little cooler aesthetically, which makes him more compelling to me. Karu, I love Karu. He's just a little duck that doesn't quit, man. Can't put him in the S tier. I don't even think I'll put him in the A tier, but at the bottom. I like Karu a lot. Katakuri, S tier, easy. Compelling wise, okay, if I'm gonna go compelling wise, then Blackbeard's got to jump up because he's a lot more compelling than some of these. I think Katakuri is more compelling than Arlong, not as compelling as Doflamingo. Just because he's not the leader, Big Mom is. But the fact that he, never falls down. His fight with Luffy's too long, sure, but I like Katakuri. I think he's pretty compelling. I'm gonna put him in the S tier. Kawamatsu's going with the rest of the homies. I like the Kappa style. I'm gonna put him right in the middle. Kaya, all right, Kaya's cool. She's pretty compelling in the fact that like she is taken in by Klahadore, who ends up being Captain Kuro down here. She gives the crew the going merry. I think she's fairly compelling. I would put her. Where would I put Kaya? And I put her higher. She's more compelling than Dellinger. I'm more compelling than Buffalo. Not as compelling as Apu, though. I would say that. Kiku. Oh, Kiku is like one of my favorite samurai. Just all the samurai are going here. Yeah, that feels right. Killer. All right, Killer's going with Kid. Although the fact that Killer had to eat one of the bad devil fruits and now has to laugh all the time makes him a little more compelling than Kid to me. But I don't think he's as compelling as Judge. Kinderella. I don't remember her. She may be new. Oh, she's married to Wapple. I don't know, man. Like, kind of annoying. Not not that compelling in my opinion. I mean, just falling down the ranks here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Kinemon. Yeah, I'm gonna put him above Conjuro. I know they kind of go together as a package, but I like Kinemon. He's with us for a long time too. Like first gets picked up on Punk Hazard and he's there all the way through Wano. I mean, incredibly important character. Pretty compelling the fact that he was with the samurai for that long. So yeah, I'm gonna put him there. King Riku, very compelling. He's going with Cobra, wherever Cobra is. Kind of the same thing. I don't think he's as compelling as Cobra, but I think he is. Honestly, don't think he's as compelling as Hiyori, but he's more compelling than Kaku. So he's the king of Dressrosa. Obviously, Doflamingo shows up, blows up his spot, and yeah, just bad news for King Riku. But all's well in the end. So King, King is one of the most compelling characters we have in One Piece. I can't put him higher than Ace. Can I? No. I think he's more compelling than Ace. More compelling than Arlong. Probably more compelling than Katakuri, but not as compelling as Doflamingo. Yeah, that feels right for King. Oh, this is not the list. King Bomb, Big Tree Man from. It is funny when they're running on the tree, but I don't know. I don't find him terribly compelling. I would probably put him top of the C tier. Kizaru S tier. He's right below Akainu for me. Nah, he's not that high. Um, Kizaru feels right here. Bottom of the S tier. Nah, he's got to go higher, right? Okay. He's more compelling than Arlong. I think he has potential to go higher, even higher than Akainu, but we haven't gotten a ton. He does. He is the main antagonist in Saba Odi, where they all get sent off to different spots, and he is the reason for that. But yeah, that's as high as I'm willing to put him. Koala, part of the Revolutionary Army. I like herself with Sabo, but yeah, higher, higher, higher. No, not higher than Ginzo. Kobe, the recent developments with Kobe are making me put him in the S tier. Now, obviously, Kobe is pretty weak when we first meet him, but some of the stuff we've seen Kobe do recently is got him in the S tier as far as compelling goes. I want to see more from Kobe, but I think he's firmly in the S tier at the moment. Kokoro, she's going with her daughter, Chimney. Where's Chimney? Yeah. Drives the train in Water 7. Always drinking. Cool. All around cool. Kong. Who is Kong? Uh, I don't remember Kong, to be honest with you. Unless this jogs my memory. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Kong off. I don't remember. This is the Swords Master. Zoro learns from. Well, they just didn't give us a lot with him. I think he's more compelling than King Bomb, but obviously his daughter does die. That does suck. But yeah, Koza. Koza's an no, definitely not there. Koza's A tier for me. Obviously his place with the Revolutionary Army, I would put him right around Cobra. I think these two are kind of symbiotically linked. Obviously, both of them from Alabasta, both on seemingly opposite sides, but I find Koza's story to be pretty compelling because he grows up as a friend of Vivi, then becomes the leader of the Revolutionary Army, and is tricked, of course, by Crocodile and the rest of the goons. So, yeah, all right. Kuina. I want to put Kuina higher, but I really can't because, like, we don't get a ton about her. Just the fact that she wants to be a swordsman, but she's a woman, and Zoro wants to train with her, and she dies under some suspicious circumstances. Sure, she trips down the stairs with her sword, which some people think means she killed herself. I don't know. Um, there's some mystery around Kuina, but quit. Cats are fighting on the bed. There's some mystery, but whatever. Kujaku, I think her devil fruit's pretty cool where she whips the well again, that's a little newer. She's in the B tier for me. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Kuma. Alright, Kuma's S tier. What we're getting with Kuma lately got me feeling some type of way. I like Kuma a lot. I would put him. Nah, I think just based on what we've gotten so far, Kuma's the bottom of the S tier as far as compelling goes. But I think he has room to move up. We still have so many to do. We're gonna get through them though, don't worry. This is one of the goons from Kuro's crew, is it not? No. Yes. Okay. He's in Innie's lobby, also in Wano. I remember him a little better than the rest of these goobers, so I'm gonna go here. Correa, A tier, easy. Oh no, I think Correa is more compelling than Khalifa. Probably more compelling than Kaku as well. Yeah, we'll go there. Kuro, I think Kuro's pretty compelling for what he did to Kaya. Invading or not invading, but like taking over the state and becoming her butler and then trying to kill her. All that stuff's cool. If Kuro's fight was animated in present day stuff, I think it would look awesome. But it's a little dated at this point. He's better than Foxy. Yeah, that's where I put Kuro. Kuzan, he's going with Kizaru above Kizaru though. I would honestly be willing to put him just below Akainu. The stuff we've gotten between these two, the fact that he's left the Marines, some of the new stuff we've gotten from Aokiji. Yeah, I put Kuzan right there. Kiros, this is Rebecca's dad. Sparks compelling goes, he is very compelling. Don't think he's as compelling. Well, no, he does get turned into a toy and then have to come back. I'd put him below Ace, and I gotta put my man Chopper down in the A tier. As far as compelling goes, Chopper just hasn't done a ton lately. I do love him very deeply, but I can't do that. Laboon's top of the B tier. Nah, he's bottom of the A tier. Right with Karu. That feels good. We're gonna keep the animals together. Lafitte. This is another one of Blackbeard's goobers. Yeah, I don't know. He's cool. Fair enough. Put him there. Lao G. Okay. Lao G's funny. He's got the like Lao G attack that he's like super strong and he's old. What are the Don Quixote pirates? I like Lao G. Like I said, I think he's funny. But as far as compelling goes, he's not terribly compelling. He's just old and can fight. Um, I'd probably put him just below Brule. Trafalgar Law is S tier. I mean, super compelling. We get his backstory. Obviously, his Devil Fruit's one of the craziest Devil Fruits we've seen. I think he's more compelling than Kuma, more compelling than Kobe. Ivankov, yes. I think he's more compelling than Ace, even. I'm honestly going to put him right below his former captain, Doflamingo. Leo. I like Leo. I don't think he's higher than B tier. We get a lot of cool stuff from him in Dressrosa, but I think he's better than Cracker. Probably better than Daifuku. Not as good as Bellamy. Not as compelling as Bellamy, I should say. This may be a new character. No, not Lilith. Okay, Lilith is very intriguing to me. Obviously, this is new, so I'm not gonna go into it too much. But I'm gonna put her with Cobra. Nah, she's more compelling. I think Lily is going to be super compelling soon when we learn more, but I can only go as high as the A tier right now. Lilith, Lilith's she's going with the rest of these. I think she's probably the most compelling Vegapunk we've had. Maybe not. There's one more I'm thinking of, but Lindbergh, part of the Revolutionary Army, cool powers, but again, we haven't seen a ton from him. I would be willing to. I think he goes with the rest of the Revolutionaries. Again, super cool, but I don't know. I haven't seen enough from them just yet. Okay. Little Oars Jr. is funny. I like Little Oars Jr. He is decently compelling for what he does in Marineford, but all right, let's do it this way. He's more compelling than Fugaboshi and Hack. He's probably more compelling than Mr. 3. Definitely than Hercules. I don't think he's as compelling as Black Maria. No, Little Wars Jr. is going to go there. This may be a really new character. Yeah, he's from a new arc. I'm not going to rank him. Lola. Lola Chiffon's sister? Is Lola Beggie's wife? Oh, I like Lola. She's going to go with Chiffon. Right there. Looks good to me. Lucky Roo. He's going with Beckman. Again, super compelling, but I need some more from him. I don't think he's as compelling as Beckman. I need to see more. Luffy, he's in the S tier as far as compelling goes. I'd put him right there. As far as compelling goes, obviously all the stuff we've gotten recently with Gear 5 and the fact that he has the power of a god now with the Warrior of Liberation, I think he's our main character. He's what drives this compelling story. So for that reason, I think he's one of the most compelling. I would probably do it like this. Yeah. Garp, I'm excited to see some more stuff. We've gotten a little bit of him in his prime. But yeah, I think that's fair. Makavise. Gotta be from Dressrosa, yeah. Part of the he's part of the Don Quixote pirates, but like I don't know, man. Yeah, just not super memorable. I want to put him there. Magellan is a pretty compelling character. I'm gonna put him in the A tier. La 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 la. I'm gonna put him with Inaru, just above Inaru. I think he's a little more compelling as the Warden of Impel Down. Obviously, he's got his poison power fruit. He is a little bit of a meme that he's always walking around like shit in his pants because he's got the poison in him and stuff. Makino. Put Makino. No, yeah, top of the B tier. She's pretty compelling just from her ties to obviously some of the most powerful people we know. But the most compelling thing about her is her relationship to those characters. We haven't got a ton about Makino, so I can't put her in the B tier. Manboshi, he's gonna go with his brother Fugaboshi, if I can find them. Yeah, about right there. Moncherie, she is on Dressrosa. Yes. Yeah, we'll put her with where's Leo? Yeah. About that compelling, I'd say. Marco. Marco is super compelling to me. I think he is right up here in the S tier because I don't think we've seen the last of Marco. I think he's a little more compelling than Kuma, but not as compelling to me right now as Kobe. Just because he's kind of off the board. Not off the board, but we just don't know what he's up to. I don't think right now. But I'm excited to see more from Marco, hopefully. Marguerite. Okay, she is compelling from Amazon Lily, but she's more compelling than Caesar, more compelling than Dory and Broggy, more compelling than Cracker, Daifuku, Moncherie, Leo, yes, Bellamy, yes, Chimney, yes, Kokoro, yes, Clover, yes, Crocus, yes, Helmeppo, yes, Johnny, yes, Igaram. I don't think she's more compelling than Igaram. Go there. Marianne, is this the one that Usopp scares with the? No, this is she paints the colors on the back on with Mr. Three. I'll put her with Mr. Three. Keep the partnership together. We have not seen her since, I don't believe. Yeah, we'll put her with Mr. Three. Mars, one of the five elders. I'm gonna put him in the S tier with the rest of the five elders. Again, don't like him. Really hate him, but it's he's one of the five elders, man. That's a scary, scary thing, and we're getting some more information about them now, which makes him more compelling to me. All right, we're gonna put him with Cricket. Where did I put Cricket? Yeah, we're gonna put him right with Cricket. I like Masura. Cool. Does the salvage stuff. All good. McKinley. This guy. McKinley. Ah, this is one of the guys from Skypiea. I think he's as compelling as Hody. Yeah, that looks like a good spot for him. Mary's the butler for Kaya. I'm gonna put him exactly where Kaya is. Yeah, that looks good for Mary. Mihawk, S tier. S tier, S tier, S tier. Just Mihawk is so. I'm so interested to see what we're gonna get from him. I think he's more compelling than Boa, more compelling than Arlong. I honestly think he's more compelling than Kizaru, Katakuri King, just because we know what's happened with them so far. But the stuff we've gotten with Mihawk is not as interesting as the stuff we've gotten with King and Katakuri. But I'm more excited to see what we get from Mihawk later. More compelling than Law. Well, no. Nah, I think that's a good spot for Mihawk. Miss Bunchen. I don't miss Bunchen at all. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. A little forgettable for me. Miss Friday, the bird with the bomb. Put her in C tier as well. Miss Monday, I think she's better than Dellinger, better than Buffalo. I don't know. She's not super compelling if I'm being honest. Like, yeah, no, I'd have to put her below Alvita as far as compelling goes. All right, I'm gonna run to the restroom, take a little break here. I'll be right back, and we'll finish her off. It's gonna be a 3 hour video. Oh, all right. I made an executive decision. We're gonna do half of these this week, half of these next week because this is just insanity. All right, Miss Valentine. We'll go through the M's. We'll stop at Mr. 9 and go from there. All right, Miss Valentine. I think she's a little more compelling than Miss Friday. Maybe more compelling than Dellinger, but that's about it. These goobs going where they belong. Mocha is one of the kids that got turned big by Caesar. Um, I think fairly compelling. I'd put him right around Caesar. That's about as interested as I am to learn more about them. Moji. Okay, this he's gonna go with. Where is that guy? Kabaji. Yeah, this seems right to put them together. I know I've seen Momonaga, but yeah, I don't know. I don't remember him terribly well, so he's gonna go there. All right, Momonosuke. Momonosuke is pretty compelling. I'd put him. I'd put him with Hiyori. I think he's a little less compelling than Hiyori, but he still had like, you know, had the time travel stuff like Hiyori. He's been with us for a long time. Gets his dragon powers. Gets the dragon powers would be better. I think we'll get some more Momonosuke later, but for now, I'm good with him being there. Monet. I think her power's pretty cool, but I can't put her higher than the B tier. I think I think I'd put her around the rest of her cohorts. Not as compelling as Caesar, but more compelling than. No, I don't even think she's more compelling than Mocha. Axan Morgan. I thought we were gonna see him again potentially because we've got some mention of him, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. Helmeppo's dad. I thought they were hunting him, and they're not. So yeah, we're gonna leave him there. All right, Morgan's. Morgan's is an A tier character as far as compelling goes because I like him quite a bit. Um, he runs the news, so he's like putting out some interesting stuff. He's probably more compelling than Frankie, more compelling than I put him right below Correja as far as compelling goes. I think we're gonna get a lot more Morgans coming up. Morley, I've seen this guy. He's one of the giants, but Excuse me, it's a woman. I don't know. I don't remember them terribly well, so I remember stuff about all them. So I'm gonna put down there. Mosey and Kiwi. Okay, I like them. These are Frankie's. Frankie's little cheerleaders, I guess you would say. But we haven't got a lot from them, and I don't think we're going to get any more of them. So I would have to put them top of the C tier. Mr. Five's gonna go with Mr. Or Miss Valentine, not break it up. He's got a cool devil fruit, but I haven't seen him in a while. Mr. Four is gonna go with Miss Merry Christmas. Cool power. He's got the baseball type power, but I don't know. Mr. Nine, I don't. He's in the clock tower trying to blow up Alabasta. I would honestly put him top of the D tier. All right, let's take a poll. We're through M. We have the rest of the alphabet to go. Dad, what do you think? Do we finish this today or come back next week? I'll let you decide. You be the arbiter here. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting a little burnt out. So that's what we'll do. We'll stop here. Nami is where we'll pick up next week for part 2 of the One Piece character list. But this is pretty gnarly. So we'll stop here for the day. All right. So if you did enjoy the video, I'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe down below. Also, tune into the stream next week to catch part 2. If not, I'll upload it the following day on Wednesday. So hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll see you next week.